Hello guys and welcome back to Hammer Time with me Alex, episode 37 I think we're on now, and today it's going to be the Euro Cup quarter-final. We're against the Milan in the Europa League. So, since last time we obviously beat Sevilla, then we had Chelsea at home. This was a very interesting game. We managed to beat them 1-0, but Di Ketelaere getting the 35th minute goal, then Max Aarons getting sent off in the 43rd minute, which meant we had to hang on for 45 minutes. It was very tense. Chelsea probably should have got at least a draw out of it, but it is what it is. Then we moved on to Swansea, where in the FA Cup 5th round, we managed to get something out of it. We won 1-0 in the end. Then we moved on to Leeds. Now, Leeds at home in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. It went to extra time after Robin Cox scored in the 52nd minute, then Makoko scored in the 54th, then Tyrese Campbell, who's a bit of an enemy to the save, and he just crops up this season against Leeds. I swear, let me just check the schedule again. I swear against Leeds he's cropped up again before and ruined our day at some point. No, Adeyemi and Jack Harrison have messed up my day there, but I thought against Leeds, was it in this one? Tyrese area. I swear it was at some point. Really disappointing draw against Leeds there. Then we managed to lose to them at home. But nevertheless, the FA Cup would have been nice to have gone through with, because Tottenham, Norwich and Arsenal all remain. I think in the semi-final. Yeah, it'd have been a nice semi-final anyway to try and get towards a final. But either way, it means we can focus on the league and the Europa League at the same time. So we've got Milan. I'm going to get 2 games done in between. I'll just simulate through the Blackburn game, see how we're doing that. And then it's just going to be a back end of the season, which is going to be interesting for this running, really interesting tactical meeting. Anyway, we're going to go balanced against them, because I think we've got pretty strong side by it, like all things considering. If you look at how good our team is, should I say. John Stones off the bench. I think Zuma needs to come on for feet. Di Ketelaere, Almada, Phil Foden and Makoko up front. So Ergin in net, Wijndal on the left back, Zuma and Mancini in the centre backs, Aarons on the left right, Basuma and Ayer is the partnership in midfield, the pivot, Foden, Almada and Di Ketelaere across the front 3, and then Makoko in that beautiful role. I think what I'll do, can Di Ketelaere play? He can't play it as well, that's the only problem. Almada probably needs to have a rest in some ways, so I might do that. I might switch that round just like that, just for the home game. So a win here could be massive for us. I'm really hoping we can get at least a win at home, because they're going to the away leg. The San Siro is going to be something different anyway. Pump up the fist. I think we need to let the media know that we're worthy to still be here. As you can see, the recent form, that one loss against Leeds, shouldn't take it out of us. We should be able to carry on going forward and really build on that. Milan side, Rodrigo Leao, St. Maximin, Gabriel Jesus, looks like an ultimate team, like a 5-star skill team. Fair enough, we're going to kick off into the game. Let's just hope for the best that we can get something out of this, which we should, essentially. With how well we've been playing lately, it would be nice to try and get a good win from this. As there's a highlight for, it looks like Milan here, as Calabria throws it into St. Maximin. He's going to go down the line, but plays it backwards. Tomori, who's been a target I've been looking to try and get in. Tonali and Tomori, 2 great players that I'd love to get in as... Tomori's just giving the ball away there. Makoko's on it. Ayer, can we keep hold of it? Mancini, Aarons. Mancini on the team very, very well. Di Ketelaere gives it Demir, who gives it Makoko, but it falls to Foden. And how's he missed? Foden with a great opportunity there, and we should probably be 1-0 up at that point. Mike Maignan, I believe that's how you pronounce it, fires it out. Wijndal takes it down, and nice bit of interplay with Foden as Zuma picks it up now. Basuma on it now. Zuma to the Basuma. Into Foden. Come on. Nice little bit of build-up play, but then Basuma's played an absolute howler of a ball. As St. Maximin's been played through now. Can he have a shot? He can. And Erga can win with a brilliant save. But St. Maximin, I don't want to say I'm not scared of him, because he'll just fire in a ball and it'll be perfect in a minute as Ayer heads that away. Great clearance, and Tonali just about keeps it in as Bentancur pings it back in. Zuma gets that away, and I think that'll probably be the end of the highlight. I need to demand more from the lads. I want to see if we can get anything out of this. Makoko's coming forward, gives it Ayer, who's got acres of space on the edge of the box here, tries to find Makoko, and that's awful bit of play. Mancini plays it back into Ayer, into Demir. Di Ketelaire's on it, finds Phil Foden. Can he make up for it from last time? He has. He puts it in the back of the net. There we go, 1-0. That's what I've been waiting for, the 1-0. We've been playing pretty well. Phil Foden seems to be on a bit of a tear at the moment. Ayer having a pretty decent game out there. Demir getting involved. Great little ball through to Foden. Makoko distracting them, and a brilliant run as well. Really good by him. And we're 1-0 up in the 33rd minute. I'm pretty happy with how we're doing so far. Milan having quite a few shots, but expected goals, as you can see there, they're not the most creative chances. And I think we're going to go into half-time here pretty secure, pretty happy with how we've been playing. Hands on hits, I think we're doing fine, but I think you can do a bit better. Keep going. I'm going to tell the lads to keep going. You can make the difference. Try and prove it for me, as I'm pretty much sure we're going to be all guns blazing here, doing really, really well. I might have to take a few plays off just to rest them for the Blackburn and the Milan return fixture. But otherwise, pretty happy with how we've been playing. As Wijndal stands at the throw-in. De Ketelaere tries to get a ball in, tries to find Demir. Just doesn't happen. I think Ayer will get there first. And we'll try and rotate that round back to hopefully that left-back role as Demir actually picks it up. Back into Ayer, and he's pinged it across. But Calabria's there, and I don't think he's going to mess up there as Tomori tries to punt it clear, and Wijndal takes that down beautifully. Zuma into Mancini. We're playing it nicely again. Demir tries to find Makoko. He does. I think he'd made a perfect run there and was onside. But what I'm going to quickly do is just take off Phil Foden and bring on Almada. I think he was onside there. I think... Oh, he wasn't. Makoko not onside. I thought he was. Let's have a look at this. So Demir, he just goes a tiny bit early. I thought, well, my eyes deceived me there. We have a highlight from the corner. Let's see how this goes as they brought on Zapata to replace Gabriel Jesus. We've got to be careful in the air here. Almada whips a ball in. Can he find anyone? He finds McKennie. And it's just gone wide of the goal. But at 86th minute now, hold on to the lead. That's what I'm hoping for the last 4 minutes. Takes us into the second leg, but Rodrigo Luau's on it. Benson Kerr plays it to Saint Maximin. I just knew it was going to happen. I absolutely slated him in the first bit of the game. I thought, you know what, Saint Maximin, he's a great player and all, but he's just not got that finishing touch. Apparently, he's got that finishing touch. Benson Kerr picks out a brilliant ball, and Saint Maximin's at the back post, and it's 1-1. That's then how it's going to end here. After a very dominant game, I'd say, from us. Nearly a 7 average rating, 58% possession, 1.28 expected goals. It is what it is. I have to sympathise. It just didn't go our way towards the end. And now we've got to play Blackburn, to which we'll return to Milan in the San Siro and see how that goes. In the Inter Milan game, Dumfries and Barella getting sent off. And they've still managed to hang on. Correa getting a consolation goal in the end. 2-1 it ended there. Chelsea drew in Mainz. Munch and Gladbach and Lyon. Pretty interesting games here. So I'll join you back. We'll see. I'll advance forward as I do most of the time to see what happens throughout the stages. But yeah, disappointing result in the end. But hopefully through the second leg, I can try and build on this and just about scrape through. That's what I'm begging. I'm begging at this point. So you join me back for a very, very important game where we essentially have to win it in the I think anyway. Well, to be actually fair, if you look at how good our penalty takers are, if you play the majority of our great penalty takers, or we can switch it mid-game at least anyway, the likes of maybe James Justin or Mancini coming off for other players that are just a little bit relatively better in the final stages, I think we have a good chance anyway to get through against Milan. It's a great side, Milan. It's just their attacking presence. I keep saying it isn't as good. The goal scoring side isn't brilliant. Our attacking talent just outweighs theirs, but the defence is still very, very strong. But since last time, a cheeky little game against Blackburn resulting in us winning 3-0. A very big win for us. Raspadori getting the goals, De Ketelaere and Makoko, who came on quite close to the end, just managed to get a goal in there as well. Really dominant performance, brilliant by us. As you can see, XG-wise though, Blackburn probably should have scored a few goals, but we just about managed to get through. I'll say just about. It was 3-0. It was a pretty comfy win. Here we go. It's a big moment for us here. I've got to probably put our strongest side out. So Zuma's coming back off the bench. Wijndal, McKennie's coming off. We're going to bring in Bissouma and Ayer to play the game out there. Bissouma in that DM role. Almada's coming off. We're going to bring Demir in because he's been playing fantastic, I've got to admit. De Ketelaere is a bit worse for wear, so we're going to bring in... What I've got to do is I've got to play Raspadori in that shadow striker role. I think that's essentially what I've got to play, and then Foden can be in there as well. Digne is not registered, so Justin goes onto the bench. De Ketelaere's in there. Suarez still injured, which is annoying. It's very annoying, but the bench is still looking pretty strong. A few players would probably swap out if I could, like De Ketelaere and Almada, but there's just no option to do that. We're going to go cautious because I think we have to play cautiously at the San Siro. And I'll join you back for the start of the game where, again, we've got to try and get anything out of this game that we can. Here we have it. So, Milan poor form from the last time we played them. Pretty identical side here that they're playing against us in the Europa League. As for us, 3 wins in the last 5 games, a loss and a draw, bit better than AC Milan's, but a pretty decent side. Only a few changes. Di Ketelaere obviously being replaced by Demir, and as well as that we brought Raspadori into that shadow striker role, which we know he can play, and we've just got to try and hang in here. There's a highlight straight away. Raspadori picks it up. Wijndal can only get the ball down the line maybe to play it out. He finds Makoko. Here we go. Beautiful little bit of interchange here. Get the space open. Zuma pings it across to Mancini with 5 minutes in. If we can get a goal within 5 minutes, I'd be very, very happy. Max Aarons, what's he doing here? He's just shuffling it around the back. Mancini picks it up. Back into Max Aarons. Playing it forward now to Demir. Nice little back heel. Raspadori on it. Tries to take it past his man. Bissouma finds Foden, who's got a bit of energy now. Here we go. He's pulled in 3 players there. Bissouma, there's got to be a man open somewhere. Demir, can he maybe play a ball through? Makoko's offside. I've already seen it. It's going to go in the back of the net, innit? I saw him just that slight bit of movement away, but he's looking promising. So that's a promising highlight, I've got to admit. We're playing well. I'm going to encourage the side. Hold on. We've got a highlight. Raspadori gives it to Demir. Nice bit of interchange down this right-hand side. Aya picks it up. Into Demir again. Makoko finds Raspadori, who finds Demir, who finds it through to Phil Foden. And I thought he would have put something away there. There was him and Bissouma through. You think they might have had a bit of interchange between the two of them. Demir going to whip a ball in. Aya's there at the back post, and it's just gone over. Chelsea are beating Mainz 2-1. An opponent I'd love to play, Mainz. Don't lose faith. We've done so well. I'm going to tell all the lads to keep going, pump up the fists. We need this. We need this big time. As they've made a bit of a change here, so they've brought on a different left back or right back. It seems Demir pings it in. Aya's there for their header, and he just can't put that in the back of the net. Mohamed, I don't know who that is for Lyon, but he has scored a hat-trick, so that sees them going through. Inter Milan winning 2-1 against Atletico Madrid sees them going through. Chelsea beating Mainz at the moment. We've got to make a few changes though, as we're going to bring off Phil Foden for Almada. As well as that, we're going to bring off Aya in that DM role for Calvin Phillips. And then Demir's got to come off as well, I guess. Di Ketelaere can come on to try and save the day up here. So, we've got a highlight in the 78th minute, just after the changes. Erdogan plays it out to Mancini. We're playing it pretty slow, trying to keep the possession, but Rodrigo Leao has pounced on that, and he's put that in the back of the net. We're going to go positive. We've got to try and really go for this now. That was not part of the plan. Veronese, should I say, Veronese, manages to just about avoid getting tackled by Di Ketelaere. Tomori is taking the mick here, playing triangles around us. Come on, boys, get a foot in. Get anything off them. This is stupid. What's got another pass? As now, Milan are just going to play it out from the sides. Theo Hernandez is on it. What's he going to do? He's going to. You went a bit static there as Phillips has picked up the ball. He's absolutely thrown him to the ground. That's got to be a red card. Sure, I don't think it's a penalty, but that's got to be a red card the way he's gone in like that. Come on, surely. Penalty review, I don't think it's a penalty from how I was looking at it. No penalty given, which is annoying. Very frustrating. As we're coming up to the last few minutes here, I'm going to have to go attacking out. Theo Hernandez throws it in. I might live to regret this. Is Duvan Zapata sits on it. Theo Hernandez back on it now. We know they're dangerous in the air, Milan. The ball's been played in. We managed to get that away, but they've won it back pretty easily. It's Veronese gets on it. Do not stick a foot in, for God's sake. Do not stick a foot in and get a red. Duvan Zapata on it. Bentancur, Veronese. Here we go. They're going to play it around the edge of the box. Benacer, pretty menacing here by Milan. As Theo Hernandez goes down the line. He's got his pace on him. Can he find a ball in? He finds Gabriel Jesus, but he's headed away by... It forced the Bentancur. We need something. We need to get the ball off them. Veronese. They're going to put another ball into the box. Here it comes. Rodrigo Leao's there, and it's gone wide. Come on, boys. Demand more. Very attacking. Come on. Please, for the love of God, we've gone out of the Europa League. We've gone out of the Europa League. Any prospect of winning in Europe has left us. Milan outdoing us in 2 games where we probably should have won there. I'll be honest. It was really, really disappointing that. After a pretty hopeful run-in, I thought we might be able to get maybe Europa League final-ish or somewhere around there, semi-final. Pretty interesting, but we've got to the quarters, I guess, which was just annoying really to go out to. Leeds, we lost in a 3-1 game. Max Aarons hasn't been playing particularly well. But the Euro Cup, that was an awful second showing. Really, really poor by us. Probably it might have been the tactic, but I went cautious. Phil Foden probably should have scored. But again, youngsters, you can't always rely on them, and that's the probably the major thing that we've got to learn from this is we have Almada, 23, just still improving. Phil Foden, I don't think that is that young anymore, but like Makoko, Raspadori is only 24, is he? 25 now. I guess at the back you could say that Wijndal and Aaron's are young, but Zuma and Mancini are experienced, and Bissouma and Aya very mature core to our team. But yeah, sadly losing out there. So we see ourselves crash out of the Europa League, which is disappointing. We can focus on the league. I'll join you back for Manchester United, and it'll be an exciting final day with Arsenal to look forward to, because United is going to be a very, very important game depending on how a lot of results fall, because some can go in our favour, some can't. So 2 more episodes for this season, an exciting prospect to maybe win the league. This is a big one. This is as I said, it's the only season, because United are having a poor one, where we can probably try and win the league. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I am back from a long week, and I hopefully will be able to record more videos for you. So from me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.